Girl Scout cookies may be the most limited edition of any cookie out there because you can only get them at that one specific time of year if you can find the right spot where they're actually being sold. So I have in front of me one box of every kind of Girl Scout cookie that I could find from my local Girl Scout cookie dealer. So I'm gonna try each one of these, let you guys know what I think, and we're just gonna enjoy some freaking Girl Scout cookies. So first up, I'm gonna have some Trefoils. So it's a shortbread cookie. It's a little bit crispier than a lot of shortbread out there. But if you look in the ingredients, it's, you know, flour, oil, sugar, exactly what you'd find in shortbread. Fairly sweet, it's got a hint of vanilla flavor. But these are completely inoffensive. Like, there's not a whole lot to say about these. They are so vanilla. So if you want something that's good, but not too distinctive in any way, maybe go for the Trefoils, or Trefoils. I don't actually know how to pronounce them. That's what you get. I'm gonna give them a solid 6 out of 10. Okay, not bad, but eh. Next up, we're gonna go with the Do-si-dos. Let's get the glare off of the front of that. There we go. Do-si-dos crunchy oatmeal sandwich cookie with creamy peanut butter filling. Alright, looks like a pretty typical sandwich cookie. Of course, I'm going to have to compare this to Nutter Butters. And yeah, I've got some milk. I like to dip cookies. So you can really taste that peanut butter coming through. And it also has that oatmeal taste. Now, I don't know about you, but I always thought that oatmeal cookies were the worst. They were absolutely awful. But the reason they were so awful was because they had raisins in them. Who would want raisins in cookies? That just doesn't make any sense at all. Instead of raisins, why not put peanut butter inside of oatmeal cookies? That's what this tastes like. An oatmeal cookie, take away all of the stuff that's awful about them and pack in some peanut butter. And peanut butter always makes cookies so much better. I'm gonna give these guys a 7.5 out of 10. These are really absolutely delicious. Tons of peanut butter flavor, a little hint of oatmeal. They're dang good. Next up, Savannah Smiles. Crisp, zesty lemon wedge cookies dusted with powdered sugar. You know what's crazy? These taste like lemons. And in a good way. I mean, they're sweet, they're crisp, they're exactly what they're described as on the box. You know what you're getting. You know, the picture, like usually when you see a picture of food that's advertised or on the front of a box, the picture looks fantastic and then you see the food and it looks dumpy. Like somehow the time between the picture and the packaging, and it walked down a dark alley and got jumped and got beat up, and somehow the food just looks awful. Well, that is not the case with these. If you look at the ingredients list, this has lemons, it has lemon oil. You can really taste the actual lemons in the cookie. And I love sweet lemon flavor. This is like lemonade in cookie form. Absolutely delicious. I'm gonna give these guys an 8 out of 10. Probably my favorite. Next up, the newcomer, the s'mores. Crunchy graham sandwich cookie with creamy chocolate and marshmallowy filling. So I think these are asking to be dunked in some milk. Let's try that real quick. I don't think the Girl Scouts know what s'mores are. These do not taste like s'mores. Like, there's chocolate. The cookie is really tender. I think the cookie on the outside was really great. Nice chew, nice texture to it, like falls apart. And then the filling tasted like chocolate mixed with nail polish remover or something. Like, this completely misses the mark. Maybe go back to the drawing board with the s'mores. Sounds like a great idea. The execution here was definitely lacking. I'm gonna give these a solid 3.5 out of 10. Better luck next time. All right, next up, Toffee-tastic, the gluten-free Girl Scout cookie option. We're trying to be accessible to everyone. Don't want to leave anyone out of the cookie fun. Man, even the packaging feels gluten-free here. Like, the wrapping on some of these other ones felt nice, and this feels like tacky. I didn't know the packaging of gluten-free cookies was supposed to be a weird texture. Oh wait, let's read the description real quick. Rich buttery cookie with sweet crunchy toffee bits. Made with rice flour and tapioca starch. Pretty common gluten-free flour replacement. And of course, plenty of sugar. Okay, so I said the Trefoils were like a shortbread cookie. These things, the gluten-free toffee cookies, Toffee-tastic, these are shortbread. Like, that is what they are. They're crumbly. They've got that great sandy texture that you expect from a really high quality shortbread. They're buttery. These are fantastic. I don't have celiac disease. I'm not gluten sensitive or any of that garbage, but I'd eat these all day long. So not the best. Hey, Girl Scouts, if you make these gluten-free cookies without the toffee bits, I think those would be way, way better than anything else on this table. But because of those toffee bits, you missed it a little bit. I mean, it feels like, you know, if you chew Jolly Ranchers or hard candy and you get little bits of candy stuck in your teeth, that's kind of what it feels like is going on in my mouth. So if it wasn't for the toffee bits, these would be like a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. But because of those, they're a solid 6 out of 10. If you like toffee flavor, you'd probably dig these. They're fantastic. And if you are gluten sensitive, you got celiac disease, grab a package of these. You're not missing out. These are really great. Good job, guys. Last up, Samoas, the classic. These are crisp cookies coated in caramel, sprinkled with toasted coconut, and striped with dark chocolate coating. I know a lot of people get weird about coconut, but I think toasted coconut is really great if it's done right. I'm gonna come right out and say it. I don't know if these are cookies. Like, they're so chewy. They're more like truffles. I mean, they've got all those flavors that you'd expect to be in there. Chocolate and coconut, classic combination. But again, when you eat it, there's this shredded coconut. It's got that weird texture. I got pieces of coconut in your teeth. So if you're gonna eat these, make sure you've got some toothpicks or some dental floss handy. I love the flavor combinations here. And if you look inside, there is actual cookie on the inside. Hopefully you can see that. It's surrounded by caramel, which makes it super chewy. I'm not digging the texture. I don't like this. I do like chewy cookies, but not this kind of like caramel chewy or truffle chewy. So Samoas, I'm gonna give you a 5 out of 10 overall. Not the best cookie experience out there. All right, now that that's done, back with the small bowl because we don't need the giant bowl for this. It's always fun to time these things. Now I'm gonna see how long it takes me to eat the rest of all of these cookies. Even the really bizarre s'more cookie, which still gonna eat those. Okay, let's go. Man, of all these cookies, the Do-si-dos, the Savannah Smiles, and the gluten-free cookies were all extremely delicious in their own unique ways. I mean, do you guys have a favorite Girl Scout cookie? Now, I just bought one of each box that they had available at the time, so I'm sure that I'm missing one or two. Let me know down in the comments if you have a favorite Girl Scout cookie. These are fantastic. I also love supporting the Girl Scouts. I think they do some pretty awesome stuff. So, good for them. You know, this is what a s'more would taste like if you toasted it over a citronella candle. I mean, this is what a s'more would taste like if you mixed up chocolate chips with carob chips. This is what a s'more would taste like if it was made with real Girl Scouts. Yeah, it's all the tastiness of like healthy, I don't know, fish oil, omega-3, kale, salad, smoothie, with none of the health effects. I gotta wash those down with some do-si-dos. And of course we had to end it with one last s'mores cookie. Well guys, I hope you got a kick out of that. 2/3 of that was really delicious. And then there was the Samoas and the s'mores. Until next time, you guys take it easy.